If Clovis North High School means anything to you guys, this is the video that you need to watch, because today, guys, we're out here in Clovis checking out two of these brand new homes. Walking through two models today. One's a 3-bed, one's a 4-bed, both 2 stories, kind of a small backyard, guys. We're going to see that here in just a little while. But we are in the boundaries of Clovis North, guys, which is arguably the top rated high school in the valley, actually. It kind of is loud out here, guys. It feels like we're in a construction site. We have all these guys behind us out here going to town on these houses for you guys. So hopefully you like one of these. Let's dive in, have a look, and see if this is something that would work for you. All right, guys, I mean, it is like super crazy out here, as you can tell. It's loud. So let's head on in and we'll talk then. All right, let's go. Here we go. So first one is this one right here behind me. Let me spin this thing around and show you what we're looking like out here. Okay, real quick before we go in, notice the synthetic grass, guys. This actually is what you receive out here. This is one of the only neighborhoods in the Clovis area, if not the only neighborhood in the Clovis area with new construction homes that gives you synthetic grass by default, guys. It's not an upgrade, it's not an option, it's just the way it comes. All right, I know it's like super noisy out here. Check it out. So let's get in here where it's quieter. All right, guys, that was like a whirlwind. It was like a blizzard of construction, guys. We're out there, it is crazy. There's like 30 guys across the street hammering away at houses. So it is pretty loud, guys, but that's part of new subdivisions, right? So let me show you what this house looks like. All right, guys, so this house here, let me give you the quick stats real quick. It is a 3-bed, 2.5 bath, 1960 square feet. All bedrooms are upstairs. That's a standard height front door, 6 feet 8 inch front door, 9-foot ceiling plate, guys. So the ceilings are 9 feet in this house. All right, you have a ceramic tile flooring. Fit and finish in both homes today are gonna be quite similar. So I'm gonna go over a little more in depth in this house, and then the next house you'll have the backstory already, okay? So here is the entryway. It's kind of a nice long entry. So that's nice. And let me just pan right across and show you guys this kitchen. What do you think? All right, what do you guys think? Is this like, what are your initial thoughts? Is it like, wow, look at that? Or like, okay, I don't know. What are your thoughts? Tell me. So put it in the comments, guys. All right, so in this house, all the bedrooms are upstairs. This is actually a decent size down here. If you do entertain, things like that, not bad. I don't think I would call this like the entertainer's dream home, by no means. And the reason why is because you don't really get much backyard, guys. I know that's a stigma with all new construction these days, is that there's no backyard, but check this thing out. Okay, we are locked in, so I can't get us out there, but there's not really much to see. So that's probably an 8-foot backyard to the rear fence. We'll call it 5 feet of grass and 3 feet of concrete. It's really not much. I don't even think you get this landscaping. Not that it would cost much to do, but that's not something that you get by default. These homes don't have much backyard, guys. So if you are somebody looking for an investment property, it may work, right? Even then, it's hard to say because people like a backyard, right? Now we are in one of the arguably one of the most prime spots in the valley. We are in North Clovis, guys. Again, as I mentioned a little while ago, we are in the boundaries of Clovis North High School. Okay, that is, Clovis Unified is ranked nationally. They are ranked on the statewide scale. Clovis North is fantastic. So if you do have kids and you're looking to move here, and if schools matter to you guys, some people they don't, but if they matter to you, Clovis North is probably where you really should consider buying, all right? And reach out, I can tell you why. But it's fantastic, right? So you're preparing your kid for the best chance of success, okay? Now my kids are 20 months and 2 weeks, so we are definitely preparing them, right? Not quite yet, but we're gonna work on that. So anyways, the backyard thing, if you want a pool, it's not gonna happen, guys. If you want a barbecue, it might happen, okay? You could put a barbecue and a couple chairs out there. You're not gonna need a riding lawnmower though, let me put it that way. So who cares, I can beat the dead horse, but let's just move on, guys. Let me show you the rest of this house here. All right, so this is nice and open though. I do like the kitchen. You are not going to have gas. This is going to be electric. I think this is induction. All right, there. So it's all electric, guys. There's no gas even piped to this community. So if you're like, oh, who cares? My dad, you know, can hook it up for me with gas. It's not gonna happen because there's no gas actually ran to this community. That's the way things are trending nowadays. I do like the floor. It's a ceramic tile floor. It is not vinyl planks. It's not laminate. It is actually grouted tile. So very durable. Could be a little cooler on the feet. Could be good in the winter. I'm sorry, in the summer. Maybe not so much in the winter time, not sure. But I have tile floor in my house and we don't give it a second thought, honestly. So here's your living room, decent size. We got two full-size sofas there. You know, that works. If you do an L shape, it might kind of close this off, I'm not sure. It is very bright. I will give it that. It is very bright. All right, again, I said already we have 9-foot ceilings. We've got fire sprinklers, which is what that is right there in the center of your screen right now. All right, so it's equipped with all the modern day utilities, things like that, okay? We've got a Wi-Fi thermostat right over here. I believe this house, by the way, is zoned for upstairs and downstairs. So let's say it's nighttime and you don't want the downstairs to get like super hot because then you gotta put a lot more energy into cooling it off the next day. Maybe you set the downstairs like at 78 and you set the upstairs at 72 or something. As long as the up and down are both set to either cool or heat, you can adjust the temps, they can vary, that's fine. It is one unit though, so you cannot have the heater on upstairs, the AC on downstairs, it's not going to work. But you can certainly turn off one area. So that's kind of a nice feature, guys. That's nice. If you're down here all day, maybe you just shut the upstairs off or something. That's kind of a cool thing. So now, with this particular builder, what you see is, in fact, what you get. All right, so in terms of the cabinets, the appliances, the floor, the paint on the wall, everything except personal property, which in this case is all of the staging furniture. All of what you see comes with it except the furniture and stuff, okay? So let's check out the kitchen. Let's do the soft close test. All right, let's see, guys. What do you think? Should we do it or should we? No? Should we? I don't know. Let's see. Ooh, I think I know. All right, did you even see that? I don't even know if I saw that on the camera. Check it out. Perfect, I like it. I'm glad that for this price point, you at least get that. And up here too, wow, okay. All right, I like that you get soft close drawers and cabinets, that's nice. I love that you get the full backsplash all the way up, so your spaghetti sauce, well, it could stain the grout actually. You might need to get a toothbrush and some Clorox, but who knows, right? What do I know? So this is a quartzite countertop. It's a man-made quartz material. So you do want to be careful with this. It could actually stain if you have a plant sitting there and the water runs, and it could seep in because it is porous. But quartz is very durable, guys. It's something that shouldn't be too much of a concern. All right, now let's see what's right around here. All right, this is under your stairs. Notice the slanted ceiling in here. All right, I think if this was my house, I would probably make this a pantry. I'd put some shelving and make this a pantry. It's perfect for a pantry. All right, very good. I like that. Garage is locked, guys. Both homes in this video today do come with a 2-car garage though, which would be right through that door. All right, oh, I spoke too soon, guys. There is a pantry here. Well, then you could put your vacuum over there. This is good, actually. I love that they have a pantry with shelving. I was thinking, wow, that's too bad. You have to retro your Harry Potter closet and make it pantry, but we have a pantry here, so that's fantastic. So this over here could be kind of a catch-all, your vacuum cleaner, you know, whatever. So, all right, and then right here we actually have a powder room. This is something that a lot of homes don't have. A lot of them do have it these days. A lot of newer homes have powder rooms. You almost need it, guys. You almost need it. In newer homes these days, you have to have a powder room because when you have guests over, it's nice. They have a designated bathroom to use, and you don't have to have them going up the stairs into your more private living space, right? It works. So what do you guys think so far? Okay, real quick, I do want to talk just for like 14 seconds on this, okay? If you are interested in buying a new home, you should reach out to us before reaching out to a builder, because if you contact the builder directly and then later you call me and say, hey, we went out to the builder, we love such and such floor plan, can you help us out? The builder's gonna say, hey, Casey was not here from the beginning, so we're not going to compensate Casey. I don't like to make these videos all about compensation, you know, your agent getting paid, but I like to be transparent, because a lot of my clients, viewers, subscribers, all of you guys are super, super gracious, very, very nice. And oftentimes future clients will tell me, Casey, we went out there, we didn't want to waste your time, we know you're busy, we went out to the models, and then we wanted to call you after and let us know what you think and ask if you could help us negotiate a deal. If that's the case, reach out to me before, guys. I have time. I always can make time. I've got time. It's what I love to do. So let me help you guys before you go out to the builder. I can reach out to them on your behalf, get you registered, and then there's no question you're not giving up your rights to representation or anything like that. So please let me know. And if you're watching this far, we're only like 8 or 9 minutes in, please subscribe to the channel and let's continue, guys. Let's go upstairs and see what this thing looks like. All right. Not like super steep stairs, which is nice. And it's kind of wide, actually, a little wider than some, I think. All right. Getting my steps in, guys. I hit 11,000 steps the other day. We've got Luna and Yeti. They are the huskies of our life, all right? I've got 2 fur babies, Luna and Yeti, they're huskies. And since the baby has been here, we have a 2-week-old baby, her name is Ellie. So we now have Sophie and Ellie, right? So I'm a girl dad, I've got 2 daughters, 2 female huskies, and a wife, so I'm highly outnumbered, guys. I got like 11,000 steps the other day, and I thought, wow, this is awesome. My wife does that all the time, but now I see how hard it really is. So I need to make more videos so I can get more steps in. Actually, that's the primary. We're gonna come back to that. Let's start over here and work our way across, guys. Let's see here. All right. So we're at the furthest point, okay, of the upstairs level. So I like the dual undermount sinks, very nice. We've got the fiberglass insert tub right here. Pretty standard, guys. If you've been following us for any amount of time, you've probably seen some of this. It looks somewhat familiar to some of the things we see on the other homes. I do wish there were lights over the mirrors. Like, I feel like I always say that because every time I do a tour of a home, like, look at how my face is in a shadow. You know, obviously, I don't know. I just think if you're washing your face, brushing your teeth, you'd like to have some direct light to see what you're doing. But again, it can be done. It just doesn't come with this anymore. And these are gonna be same thing, perfect. This looks like it's probably a linen closet right here. We've got some shelving, so towels, excess toilet paper, things like that. Good storage, guys. Now, something that's kind of cool, and I know it doesn't sound like a big deal to most, right? But the washer and dryer come with the house, okay? I know it's probably a $1,200, $1,400 set, right? I'm not saying to pick which house you're gonna buy over a $1,400 washing and drying machine. But you know, when you do buy a house, it's all these little things like, oh, I gotta go buy a fridge for a couple grand and washer and dryer. And the next thing you know, there's $5,000 on stuff that you really need that you may not have been budgeting for. So it is nice when they just throw these things in. Trust me, I promise you it's not free. You are paying for it still. But at least it feels like, at least you're paying money, but at least it's kind of an all-inclusive type of deal. You know, kind of cool. This room's nice, actually. That's a full bed. Some good gappage right here between the bed and the dresser. That's kind of nice. I like that. Yeah, standard size bedroom. Good closet. So that's the first bedroom, actually, that we're even seeing, I think, in the house, right? Let's get some lights on here. All right, bedroom 2. They've got it staged with an office. I like the laptop. I wonder like what company makes these fake laptops and fake TVs. Not that it matters, but it just seems like a business that's interesting. Like, let's start a business making fake electronics for staging. Okay guys, this bedroom is in the rear of the home, okay? This looks out the window, okay? The yard is down there, it's hard to see. There's not a lot to look at there, but I like the size of the rooms though. Decent sized rooms, that's nice. And then you have a loft. I don't know if I mentioned that. In fact, I know I didn't mention that yet. You actually get a loft in this home. This is something that actually you don't get in the next house. And the next house is actually slightly bigger. So why is that, guys? I don't know. We're gonna find out together. So stick around and let's check out the next house here in a couple of minutes. But I like that you have a loft. It's almost like the second living room. You know, homes built in the early 2000s, 80s, 90s always had like your formal sitting room and then your living room. Oh, there's your second thermostat, guys. And you don't get that oftentimes in new homes unless you opt for a 2-story. You get the downstairs living, the upstairs loft, which kind of acts as a second lounge space. So very, very nice. I like that. Now this is kind of an interesting closet space. I mean, it's weird, right guys? Like you come up the stairs, got the loft, you have this closet. Like what do you put in here? Your vacuum for upstairs? I don't know. Interesting, right? Kind of an odd, I mean, maybe like if there was shelving or, I don't know. That could be, it could be an office, right? A little desk, little chair, shut the door. Just kidding, guys. Not sure what that would actually work for. They got a hamper in there, but it's not in the primary bedroom, which is here, so I'm not sure. Check this out. What do you guys think of this? In terms of size, it's great. I think it's a great size. That's a king size bed. I don't think you need more space than this. I mean, we could all use more space. Look at this, guys. This is what I was telling you. Look at all the people working. Well, the screen, it's blurry, but check it out. It's a good size though. I like the size of the room. Nothing to complain at there. That picture on the right is hung a little bit higher. Who cares though? All right. This is nice. Very open here. I like it. Kind of a good bathroom, actually. I don't mind this at all. Okay, good closet space here. Got a window, so it's very energy efficient, natural light. These homes all come with solar. Well, I take that back. I shouldn't say they come with solar. They are required to add panels, and it is up to you to either purchase those panels or lease those panels. I like the idea of owning the solar. They wrap it into your mortgage payment and you pay a little bit extra on the solar versus leasing it. But then there's people that say, hey, leasing it's better because then you don't own them. If a panel stops working, it's up to the manufacturer to take care of that. You could argue it either way, and there's pros and cons to both. Back when there was a tax credit available, like last year, definitely buy it, because if it's a $30,000 solar unit, a 30% tax credit that no longer exists as of the 1st of 2026. Last year, though, on 30K, that's a $9,000 tax credit, right? So why wouldn't you buy it? That's like you're getting the 30K solar for 21K after the credit. So I think that was obviously like the better way to go. Now it's slightly less favorable to own it, but it's still better in my opinion. But you know, somebody could argue that it's better to lease it. So either or, we can look at the cost both ways and see what makes sense for you and the family. So what do you guys think of the first house, guys? Do you like this? Are you like, hey, it's fantastic, or I would never buy that house? What do you guys think? Put in the comments. But wait. We're gonna see the second house right now. Let's walk over there and have a look, guys. Lock this bad boy. All right, I'd say it's locked. All right, guys, check out the grass. I think I said that. It comes with a synthetic that you see right here behind me. That's something that comes with this house that you typically don't actually get. It's like something you have to do after closing. And synthetic grass is costly, even for a small little patch like this, but it's kind of cool that it comes with it. So we're gonna walk into this one right here. This is home 2 right here behind me. Let me step up here so you can have a look. Check it out, and let's head on in, guys. All right, I love the brick, like the stonework. I like these light fixtures and everything. It's kind of cool. But most of all, let's see the inside. All right, is it giving you deja vu? No? Okay, perfect, because it's a different house, guys. It actually has several similarities, but it's an awesome floor plan. It's a little bigger living space, actually. Let me show you the entry real quick. So you do have a little longer entry here. I do really like the large, giant art that you don't get with it, but I do like just sidebar here, guys. It's not even about the house, but I like the large pieces of art. It's kind of cool. Now with Sophie and Ellie now, I could totally see them going up and touching those and having handprints everywhere. But you know, that's part of having children, right? Speaking of kids, guys, if you do have kids, these are Clovis North. I said that earlier, but in case you forgot, these are Clovis North. Within the boundaries of Clovis North, actually. So check this out. What do you guys think of the overall layout here? Does it feel similar? Okay, my first thing I gotta do, this lot and the last house, the lot that house was on, are the same size. Let's check out the backyard and see. Okay. I'm just gonna spin it around and let you guys decide. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna try not to. I gotta say something, guys. It's a tiny backyard. Like, I don't think you can put a pool in. I think you can forget the dream of your riding lawnmower. And if you're lucky, you could barbecue. Like, that is crazy, guys. I know a lot of people don't want to deal with yards these days. I get it. Like, I hear it from time to time. I get that yard maintenance is a real thing, and a lot of people don't have the time or the effort or energy, whatever you want to call it, in order to mow grass and take care of it. But I don't know, guys. Like, I hear from I don't know if I've had a client that said, hey, this is really what I'm looking for. I really want like a 5-foot backyard. That's really like what I'm in the market for. I don't know if I've ever had a client tell me that before. Now, oftentimes when people get a home with a backyard like this, it's typically because, you know, they either don't want the maintenance, but most commonly it's because people just want to be a homeowner, right? We are in a world right now where things are like so expensive these days, where I tell people, don't wait on buying the dream home, guys. Like, don't buy nothing and rent for the next 5 to 10 years so that you can save up and buy the dream home. You want to get into a home sooner than later, because interest rates today are in the 6% range, give or take a little. And from the time I make this video to the time you watch it, that can also change. But when I'm making this video today, as I'm shooting, rates are hovering 6%, 6.25. Now, I've got some tricks up my sleeve to get you rates like under 5%, like 4.8, 4.7. I had one priced out the other day at 4.625, and that was with somebody that has, I think, a 706 FICO score. So there's a cost involved in doing that. But we have to consider the cost of getting a lower interest rate versus what the monthly savings are, and then figure out how many months until you actually break even on that cost to get that rate. And does it make sense? And then we have to compare that against, you know, the likelihood of you refining into an organically lower rate before you recoup the cost of the buy down. So maybe that sounds like a lot of mumbo jumbo, but that's exactly the type of stuff I like to talk about with my clients, like on a video call. So reach out to me if you want more info on rates and options and stuff like that. I've got some fantastic lenders I work with all the time that are truly experts in this area, and we can hop on a call together. And there's no pressure, by the way. You don't have to buy anything. You don't need to run your credit. It's nothing like that. Our job is to help give you guys the right information, and then you guys can do with it what you wish, okay? But forget all of that. Back to my point though, people are trying to get into a home And this yard is acceptable from some people who just want to get into a home because it creates somewhat of a hedge against the inflation and appreciation of the housing market, okay? So if prices increase 20% in the next 7 years, well, if the house, I'm just gonna make it, let's say the house is 400K today. In 7 years, what if it's 480 to 500K? Then you're buying in at that price. You buy something today for 400. Now you're on the gravy train, guys. As things appreciate, that's great because now you're building equity and then you can move that cash into that home for 650 in like 5 to 6 years probably. And you could do 20% down, and there's just so many different opportunities that become available once you currently own a home. And all the interest on the loan is a tax deduction. We can talk about all of that. But let me just get back to this house because you're probably like, Casey, we didn't click on this to hear you. We clicked on it to see the house. So let me give you what you guys want and check it out, okay? All right, here's our kitchen. All right. It's really, really not bad, okay? I mean, it's not. In fact, I actually like this house a lot better than the last one. I don't know, I think it just feels larger. It probably is larger. In fact, the square footage of this is bigger. This is the 4-bed, 2.5 bath. And you know what? I actually forgot to tell you guys on the way in. Let me get back up here to the front. 2116 square feet, guys, 2116. Okay, perfect. Now you know, 2116, so it's about 150, 200 feet bigger than the last house. All right, let me zip it back down here. Harry Potter, same quality of life. Garage is locked, 2-car garage on this home as well. We've got the powder room here. This is very similar, actually. I don't know if you guys realize that. It is flipped. We got the powder room, same toilet, same sink, same floor. It is flipped compared to the last house. Front door's on the opposite side. Garage is on the opposite side, pantry. But this feels very similar, I think, with slightly more living space. Here, probably. The last house, the couches faced each other, if you recall. And this feels a little more spacious, I think. So let's find out what's different then, because so far it's basically the same house, basically. All right, let's zip up these stairs and have a peek. I see some shiny on the wall. I don't know what that is, but that's the kind of thing in a blue tape walkthrough I have addressed for my clients because brand new house, especially at these prices, things should be perfect. All right, which way, guys? Left or right? Let's go left. All right, you have a nice size landing space, I call it, when you get to the top of the stairs here. But there's no loft. Like, you're not gonna put a TV and a couch up here like the last house. So you give up a loft, okay? Let's head on in, check out the first room that we're seeing today. Okay. Perfect. Good sized room, pretty standard, nothing tiny, nothing crazy huge. Just, you know, this is a bigger room, actually. I take it back. This is a big room because look at the nightstands, look at the space, full bed. This is a bigger than average room. I will say that. It is a bigger than average room. All right, we'll step out of there, jump into here. Very similar setup, just kind of flipped. All right. Also a good size. These rooms definitely feel more rectangular. I like the closet down there centered on the rear wall. Perfect. All right, first bath upstairs. We saw the powder room downstairs. It's very bright. There's no lights on in here. Fiberglass insert, shower tub combo. That crooked shower rack does not come, shower bar does not come included. It looks like it needs a little more attention, but we're gonna leave it the way we found it, guys. All right, very cool. You get tile floor in all the high traffic areas. Actually, the entire downstairs is tile. And then the upstairs is all carpeted bedrooms and high traffic areas except for the wet spaces, which would be laundry and bathrooms, okay? This is nice, I like this, but it low-key feels like a waste of square footage because what are you gonna do with that? It's just an extra wide hallway that eats up some of your space. If it was shaped differently, I don't know how they would do it. You could actually use this as a loft maybe, but in this case, probably not so much. So you see how the floor transitions from carpet to tile because it's a wet area with water hookups. And again, you do get the machines, so that's great. Cool. All right, and we're gonna walk right through this door into room 3. Now, anybody out there who likes to be fit, this is a video you should watch. I'm just kidding, guys. But I think that's a reformer. Is that a reformer? Or, I don't know. I'm not into the yoga thing. I should ask my wife. She's into all that more so than me. I don't know what I'm talking about. All right. Decent sized room. This room feels slightly smaller than the last room. But, all right, let me just give you really quick. Hang on, guys. Bear with me. We're gonna go in there and see the primary in a second. That right there would be Sophie's room, okay? If this was my home, that would be Sophie. She is my 20-month-old. She has transitioned into her own room now, which is kind of sad, but it's a step in the right direction, I think, right? Ellie is our youngest. She's almost 2 weeks old. She is in our room still, okay? So she would be in there. Sophie would be in there. And then we could have my office down here and a guest room. And then eventually we'll just, you know, let the kids move their way down here. And then once they're teenagers, they'll probably want to like be as far away from us as possible. But we're not going to talk about that, guys, because that's sad, right? The reality of life is kind of sad sometimes. I mean, I'm looking at Sophie. She's like 30 pounds now. And I'm like, wow, like you're never going to be the size of Ellie ever again. You know, you don't realize how fast that time goes. Okay, now this is a primary, guys. This is a huge primary right here. This is good. Nothing to complain about here. Now this is the rear of the home, all right? Just so you guys know where we're at here, not that it makes a difference. Let's go into the primary bath. Okay, very nice. I like the tiled shower, both homes have that. I don't think I mentioned that in the last house, but you saw it. Soap dish, comes standard. All right. Toilet. Let's do the closet test. All right, so that could be my space, and then my wife could have all of this, right? Just kidding, my wife's not like that. She will share. This is good, I like it. This floor plan I like a little better, but I don't even know, because then you give up a loft, guys. You give up a loft in order to gain a bedroom, but you still have wasted space. The house is bigger, so I thought in this home, I kind of was hoping that you wouldn't lose the loft. I thought the extra 200 square feet would give you that extra bedroom and you wouldn't lose a loft, but you kind of give up a loft to get a bedroom. So even though it's more square footage, it doesn't give you more living space. So what are your thoughts? And maybe once you guys hear the prices here in a little while, you will have a different opinion on these. Before I go to the map and I talk pricing with you guys, what do you guys actually think of these? Do you feel like it's worth the money? Well, you don't know yet, I guess. Let me ask you this question. Before we get to the next part of the video, what would you be willing to pay for this? I want you to think of a number in your head and think, okay, $350, $400, $450, $850,000. What do you think this house is actually worth? Let's try that, and then let's see who gets the closest without going over, okay? Like some Price is Right action. I used to love Price is Right. That was like everybody's show when you're homesick. Good old Bob Barker, right? Okay. You've seen the big, the backyard, guys. It's not the biggest yard. We don't need to go back out there again. I've already talked on that, but all right, let's go to the map. Let's see what you get. I do love the synthetic grass. You get the grass in the front. Awesome. That's something that every builder should do, in my opinion, now. So let's go to the map, see what you guys think, and then we'll call it a day. All right, guys, thank you for watching so far. Let's go to the map real quick. Let me show you where we're at. Let's see where the schools are, and then let's dive right into pricing. I bet you guys are eager to see that, and let's see if this might make sense for you. If not, we'll keep on browsing, guys. So let's go to the map. All right, so those of you that are new here, I like to kind of zoom things out just briefly to show you kind of where we're at. If you're not familiar with California, Fresno is right in the heart of California, guys, right in the smack dab center of the state in what's known as the Central Valley. All right, we're 150 miles inland from the nearest coast, Monterey Bay, Pismo Beach. Those are 2.5 hour drives. Not bad at all. Fresno County is actually comprised of many smaller towns that you see, like Easton, Fowler, Selma, Kingsburg, Reedley. All these little small towns out here are also Fresno County, but today, guys, we are actually in Clovis, which is Fresno County also. Clovis is arguably the best area to live, and we can talk about reasons maybe why people think that. But where are we today, guys? We're in North Clovis, all right? So Clovis is sort of on the east side of Fresno, the main Fresno. All right, Clovis is up this way, okay? So it's kind of like the right-hand third of this dark circular space, if that makes any sense, all right? Now, what's really, really cool, we're right over here, guys. What's really, really cool about where we are today is it's Clovis North High School, guys. Clovis North is the top-rated high school in the area. And the feeder schools, the middle school and elementary school are also top-ranked schools. All right, let me show that to you really, really quick, guys, in case you do have kids. This is important. So we've got Clovis North High School. It is 9th through 12th grade. Granite Ridge would be the intermediate school or middle school. That's 7 and 8. And then Riverview Elementary is K through 6. All of these are rated with A's, and Clovis North, in fact, has an A+ rating on niche.com. Not sure if you've heard of niche.com before, but it's actually a very good resource for researching schools, districts, all sorts of stuff. It'll show you where the schools are at. You can read reviews. It really breaks down a lot of what these schools are about, guys. So if you do have little ones like me, then schools are probably hyper important to you. So this is a fantastic resource to use if you guys want to do some research on your own, or you could just shoot us a text and we can tell you everything we know about it. So the schools for the homes in this video today are absolutely top notch. Okay. In fact, I would argue that that's why the prices of these houses are elevated compared to what you can get in other areas. This zip code, this area is prime for that. Okay. Now, what is around here, though? I mean, is there anything even out this way? That's a common question, and it's a good one. Of course, there's stuff out here. We've got Shepherd Avenue right here. You go up about a mile to Willow Avenue, and you've got the Row. All right, this is probably your nearest little shopping area. We've got Other Side Cafe. That's an awesome little coffee spot, locally owned. We've got Saison right here. In fact, it's the same owners that own Other Side Cafe and Saison. So if you like yummy stuff, guys, this is something for you. Check out these ratings. 78 reviews. They give it a 92%, 98% food and drink. I mean, the menu, it's definitely, sort of an upscale place with some awesome stuff, guys. My wife and I went there, I think about a year, probably more than a year ago, actually, maybe 2 years ago now. And it was delicious, guys. So you definitely need to try it. We've got an awesome meat market here. The meetup, this is also locally owned. They've got some fantastic cuts if you're into smoking, barbecuing, all of that. So there's a lot of stuff going on this way, guys. If you go up a little farther, Willow Avenue, maybe another half a mile to a mile, you get to another area. You can see all these orange and yellow little tags are businesses, guys. That just shows you what's here. We've got a Vons. We've got, of course, there's a Starbucks. There's a Cup of Joy, which is a locally owned coffee shop. And something you'll notice, you keep hearing me say locally owned. We love supporting local businesses, guys. I mean, we obviously, we do go to Starbucks and stuff like that too, but it's fantastic supporting local businesses that are planting roots here in the Valley. Fresno County is huge on local business entrepreneurship. Okay. Small business is huge here in the Valley. So if that's you, this is absolutely a place that you should really consider moving. I can go on and on about dining and shopping and all of that. I'm sure you guys are eager to know what the prices are on these houses that we're looking at today, which I've got right here for you. So let me hop right back over here. Let me get the info pulled up and we will talk about it. So real quick, what do you guys think? Do you think 350, 399, 650? What do you guys think these houses cost? Put the number in your head and then hang tight, guys. Okay, the first house we sold today was the 3-bed, 2.5 bath. It had 2 baths upstairs, a powder room downstairs. 2-car garage. It was 1960 square feet. That house starts at $518, guys. Okay, that is before the cost of the solar. All right, that can range anywhere from 15 to 30 grand, depending if it's NEM 2 or NEM 3. We can talk about what that actually means for you in your pocketbook later. Probably on the upward side of that number, though. I'm going to say closer to probably 25, 30K on solar. That's merely a guess, just based off my experience. So you're probably looking at close to 550 for the first house, okay? I know I talked about no backyard, which is kind of a thing for some people. What do you think of that? 518, all right? 518 or probably close to 550 with solar. The second house, though, guys, that one, 2116 square feet. It's a 4-bed, 2-bath. With a powder room, so 2.5 bath, same 2-car garage, slightly larger living space, even a tiny bit smaller backyard. Guys, that house is 528, starting at 528. And because it says starting at 528, that's going to get you a yard like the one you saw in the model, most likely. Now, sometimes there are other lots, and you may have seen on the drone footage, there are some bigger lots available. Of course, those are going to come with an increased price that may be worth it. With solar on this, I'll bet you're sitting closer to the 560 range. It's like a $10,000 difference between the two houses. So in that case, I don't know if it's really about beds and baths. It might be more about which one you actually prefer. So anyways, let me know your thoughts, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. If you're moving here, let us know. Otherwise, we'll talk soon and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.